Pet owners in Juneau, in order to prepare for emergencies here, the first thing I think is to understand the hazards that they face. Where you're located, you might be facing a very different kind of hazard than where your friends or family in Juneau. So the first thing is to gain a basic understanding of what hazards your family and your home are facing. We like to have your pet's information on file, including photo of your pets so we can identify them, connected to your information, your contact information, phone number, address, full name, etc. We also like, with dogs in particular, they need to be licensed as per city law. Cats do not need to be licensed, but in both cases, having them microchipped is very, very helpful for us to identify who a particular pet is that we might encounter and who that pet belongs to and where its home is. Microchipping is one of the services that we offer here in our veterinary clinic. If there's an evacuation, a person's first and best option for where to take their pets is a friend or family member that is familiar with them and their family and familiar with their pets and has appropriate safe housing to temporarily provide them in the case of an emergency. So one of the best things to do to prepare for possible emergencies is to get in contact with those kinds of resources you may have in your life in the local area of Juneau, in particular ones that may not be facing the same hazards that you face. To accommodate people and their pets at those mass shelters, and those shelters are like Dryden and Centennial Hall, depending upon the situation. If those are not able to accommodate someone and their pets, we do provide emergency safekeeping resources and services here at Juneau Animal Rescue, and that is entirely space dependent. It's all scary for a lot of pets. There aren't many cats and dogs out there that adjust immediately to those kinds of changes. So it's important to know your animal and know what kinds of risks it might pose to other people and other animals in those situations. And one thing we advocate strongly for people is if you have, in particular, a reactive dog that becomes a little nippy when it's fearful and stressed, is to train it to, this is called a Baskerville muzzle. And these are fantastic because they come in different sizes. So you size it to your dog's snout, and they attach to a collar so they stay really fixed on their face, and they can do all their normal activities with one of these Baskerville muzzles. Some fearful cats, just like some fearful dogs, will nip. Some fearful cats will run and hide in the deepest, darkest corner of the house and become virtually impossible to grab. So the only thing you could really do in those cases is anticipate that and try to get ahead of the cat and get it into, like for instance, get it into a soft carrier using its favorite treats and start comforting it in there ahead of the scary moments when everyone is frantically trying to get out. If you have an emergency regarding one of your pets, please do not call 911. Call JPD Dispatch at 586-0600. The best way to get in touch with Juneau Animal Rescue and Juneau Animal Control and Protection during an emergency is calling JPD Dispatch. We have animal control officers on call for emergency situations 24/7. The JPD Dispatch officers will put your call through a filtering criteria to determine whether it does meet our emergency criteria, and the number for JPD Dispatch is 586-0600.